Good morning. Oh my gosh, my dog. So I'm a bit late, sorry. I got a phone call at midday, which is always the way with these things when I had this plan for midday. But hello, how are you? My dog's going to be barking probably a fair bit, so she thinks there's someone at the door all the time. So yeah, look at my t-shirt. Courage, dear heart. And on my last live video, I asked what the word courage meant for you, and no one answered. Tumbleweed. That's all right. I love the word courage still, and I wanted to actually do a little like bonus point. So, courage, dear heart. Who can tell me what book that's from? So the reason I've come on today is I wanted to just talk to you about hesitation. And I know in the last live video I said that these live videos, I always really want to do them, and then I get frightened, and then I put it off, and then I procrastinate, and then I make up some excuse in my head, and then I maybe do a normal video and then post that. And anyway, so I just thought it would be quite an interesting topic to maybe talk about briefly, because how many of us hesitate? How many of us feel fear around stuff that we decide we're going to do or put it off? And I know for me, I think it's probably a little bit about being visible, and that fear is usually based around thinking, am I enough? And I wonder how many of you, like if you're watching this later, say hello, and just say, you know, how many of you guys put your hand up or give me a like if you feel like you're not enough or you think that in your head. So yeah, for me with the Facebook Lives, I think that's one of the things I've always been frightened of, is like, I never script these, just what comes up, and I'd really like to do these regularly anyway, and it might just be that I do a weekly little vlog and let you know what's been going on, and maybe something resonates with you, or maybe there's some topic that you'd love me to discuss, and I'll happily discuss it. But these are never scripted. I just kind of speak from my heart and see what happens. So, yeah, like with hesitation, and certainly the example I can use is these Facebook Lives. I've been hesitating for quite a while, but I want to start doing them now, because actually I realised the other day I really enjoy them, and even if I just rabbit on, and even if none of you watch it, it's good practice for me anyway. So, yeah, I think the feeling of, like, I was thinking, I'll do a Facebook Live, I'll do it on this topic. So today it's on hesitation. So this is kind of, I can't think of the word now. But anyway, relevant. It's relevant to this subject, because I've been hesitating, I've been procrastinating about doing this. And I guess that procrastination is something that a lot of us feel like we do. Like, we know we should be doing something. I mean, Facebook Live is just a ridiculous example, but, you know, exercise. How many of you procrastinate with your exercise? How many of you procrastinate or hesitate around making changes in your life or making decisions? And so really, I just wanted to say that welcome to being human. I think we all do that. But what is that feeling of hesitation telling you? It's not telling you about you. It's not telling you who you really are. And we often listen to that voice of fear and those critical voices more than we listen to our voice of wisdom. So that's really all I wanted to say to you guys today, is that the feeling of hesitation is not telling you what is on the other side of the door. So my fear of doing these Facebook Lives was created in my mind. I'd visualise the future, create a future that hasn't happened yet, and become anxious about it. And I think that's similar for lots of things that we project into the future and create our anxiety around. And the feeling of hesitation, the feeling is not telling you the intrinsic value that you have either. So the procrastination, the self-beration, none of that is really valuable in terms of your intrinsic value. So I want you to know that. The procrastination, hesitation, fear, none of that is who you really are. And so the question is, if you knew that hesitation was just a habit, I know it's been a habit for me for a long time, and that's something that I'm working on, what would you choose to do? What have you been stopping yourself from doing? So if you didn't have any hesitation or any fear, what would you do? What would you do today? What would you do tomorrow? What would you do with decisions that need to be made? So yeah, that's what I wanted to come in and say. And it's Friday, which means I'd love for you to share what you're proud of this week. And let's just give each other and ourselves some love, because I think we probably don't do that enough to ourselves. So maybe that's something else we hesitate about, giving ourselves some rest, honouring our cycles, honouring our seasons. I think that was it anyway. Courage, Dear Heart. What's that from? What book? Let me know what you think. And I'll speak to you soon, maybe next Friday. Maybe I'll try and do one every week on a Friday. And I might just pick a topic, random topic, and talk about it. But if you do have anything you want me to talk about, then just shout. Lots of love this day. If no one's told you today, then I love you. And let me know, comments below. It would be lovely to hear from you. Ciao.